We have 37 science points? That's not enough to buy anything. So heading over to the tracking station. I find myself curious about what these green lines mean. What do those mean? Well, anyways, this is Val. Val is currently in orbit around Kerbin. Like, for real. We did it. Which is why I said, those of you who predicted options 1, which was failure to launch, and options 2, which is launching and not making it to orbit, you've already lost because we are in orbit. Woo! Suddenly I got really nauseous! Green lines are the communication lines. Oh, okay. And then... out here, there's Jeb. This is Jeb. He's now a planet. He's orbiting around the sun. We've decided yesterday. I cannot control this camera very well. We decided yesterday that since Jeb's orbit is actually right there, intersecting with Kerbin's orbit, that we are going to try and rescue Jeb at this location. So who knows the next time that Jeb's orbit is going to perfectly intersect right through there. So we have to do a couple things, which is match the hula hoops together. As the analogy went yesterday, we need to have Val's hula hoop match Jeb's hula hoop and do it without the fancy computers and stuff. So we're just going to do it by sight. And hopefully with a little brain power, teamwork, and luck, maybe? Their communication lines, helpful for when you need to set up relays for deep space missions. Jeb is like Elon's car. Orbiting the sun? Hi, Mr. Joda. Hello, hello. Currently in orbit around the sun is a great away message. It kind of is. Is stopping Kerbin in place an option? No. I don't think so. I do know Stellaris. Yes, I played Stellaris for a couple days back in the day. Okay, so it's hard to tell, but they do intersect right there. So his hula hoop is got like a tilt going on, so we gotta match that. I have no way to tell when he's actually going to come back around to this location, because he's moving very, very quickly. All right, like super fast. But who knows when he's going to come back around, right? With a little luck and a lot of skill. The 7.2R, you want to try and fly to space yourself? It looked awesome. Yeah, and everyone hated on my rocket, TX. They hated on it. But now Val is in space, and so we have to wait a while for Jeb to do his thing and come back. Maybe, can I set an alarm? I know that I can see that we have alarms. I'm just gonna close that. The Tesla roadster is orbiting the sun, with an occasional pass by Martian orbit. Oh, really? Perhaps time the full rotation of a single orbit of both at the point of intersection and see where it overlaps. Seeker, I'm glad you like it. We're just listening to the... chill jazz station. The only reason why I'm worried about... Okay, first off, how do you time it? Am I able to look at the tracking station and see the length of time this orbit takes? Yeah, toggle unknown. Taking control of Jeb's ship and making one of those burn points at the spot of intersection will tell you when it happens. I have to actually be in space? Why? Making one of those burn points, what does that mean? Like the... little marker thingy that we made? Here? 151 days. So we have a while to make this work. We have a while. Is chat thinking Jebs hops out /EVA and tries to slow down a little with suit thrusters? I don't know what the plan is. I don't know. I figured that we could think about it today. Right now my thought is basically that we're gonna send Val ship. I do not know how to do this. We don't have a ton of fuel. We don't have a lot of fuel, but... So this is Val right here. Val is in orbit around Kerbal, so like, she's in space at the very least. Then we need to figure out how to match her to Jeb's orbit without the fancy computers and whatnot. Jeb deserves a hearty bonus when he gets home. And realistically, I don't know how long it's going to take for Val to get into orbit. And then I'm worried that if we get Val into orbit, if we don't time it correctly, that she's going to pass this point far before Jeb gets there. So basically we need to time it so that Val enters this orbit at the same time that Jeb is entering orbit, or, well, passing by an orbit, and then have them be going at roughly the same speed. And I think this is possible. I think it's possible. Maybe. Jeb's gonna be way too hard. I'm still gonna give it a go. Hi, Ragnar. What does Jeb's ship look like? Jeb's ship is currently just this. Don't worry. He's loving life. Look at this guy. There's a lot of fuel to shoot into space. Well, so... not the biggest concern. How do I get out of this view? I can't even recall Jeb. We just need a little more tech to make it viable. Well, see, this is the challenge. I want to see if we can do it without the tech. Which is why I said it's going to require some teamwork, some luck, a little brain power, and hopefully no math. Hopefully no math. Okay, so for funsies, we sent Val into space with the same basic ship. It's been altered a little bit, and we're calling it the Mark 7.2R. So it's version 7.2. Rescue is what that stands for.
I was told there would be no math.
Nightbird, thank you for the 100 bits. I too was told that there would be no math. So that's the thing. Can we do it? So Val still has... I'm gonna stage lock Val, actually. Val still has 7 boosters. And we can even split them into, like, different... Oops. Into different stages, so we don't use them all at once. I appreciate that you can edit these stages. Oops. Even after you've launched. There. So if nothing else, now we've split the rockets, so we only use one at a time. We're already in space, so I feel like we don't need... Alright, Val looks like she's heading straight for the planet. That's a beautiful ship. Roughly the same speed is impossible. If your trajectories are touching, it's minimum speed difference. If the speed difference is 300 meters per second, you go EVA and go with the jetpack. You can right-click engines to deactivate them after activating them all by staging. Having your thrust off-center is a terrible mistake. Okay, so put them back. So what if we did something like this? So this is the center thruster. What if we did 1 and 4? Together. And then what if we did 2 and 4 together? And then these two together. So it's still symmetrical or whatever. If all the tanks are all touching the center one, then there is fuel cross speed. What does that mean? Okay, we'll keep them all together. Okay, I don't think that they're connected with fuel. I think the fuel is just to the individual engine. So you're saying use the center jet and just feed the fuel from the outer ones to the middle jet. I don't think we can do that. But what do I know? If tanks are touching the center, tank to tank, it'll feed automatically. You can right-click the engine to deactivate them after activating them all by staging. So, okay, turn the throttle down. Alt L. Ah! I said no boosting! No boost! No boost! Shut down. Shut down. Shut down. Shut down. Shut down. Shut down. Boop. Okay, so now we've got just one engine. So you were saying... Oh, my chat has been paused for a while. What planet is this? This is Kerbal, Urban Chenky. So yeah, this is the equivalent of Earth, basically. You say they're all touching. Well, they only have one fuel meter because I've just combined them all. Okay, now I'm gonna Alt L again. Because if I try to turn this rocket on and hit spacebar, Val is also stuck in space. That's how we got Jeb stuck in space. Because I was trying to use rockets, instead I staged too early. Accidental staging. We launched Jeb's rockets. So, you know, those actually might be Jeb's rockets. No, it's... it's Val's. But, yeah. How's the adorable feline? He is... He's catting. He's being a cat. Vote rebind stage key. I know we should. We should make it tab or something. How do I get... Oh yeah, Space Center. Val looks happy. Val looks happy, Damaged Carbine. Jeb looks happy. They might be out in space, but they're happy about it. Actually, I wanted to be in Val's ship. Because I wanted to add a maneuver. The Alt tab, there goes another one. That's a point. Say we wanted to maneuver Val to this point right here. Do I have to click the ship first? Oh, now I can do that. Oh, because she's not... I can only do this on your orbit? Oh. You better be getting extra treats? Not yet. Progenitor, not yet. Okay, well then how do I even simulate going over here? How do I get her on this orbit? By the way, how long can Kerbal survive in a spacesuit? Just a spacesuit. Indefinitely. If I make a node that puts you in a different orbit, then you can put nodes on the predicted path. But I can't even make an orbit or make a node here. Okay, well. Make the node on your orbit. Then it shows you your new path. You can't make a maneuver onto a different object's orbit, only your orbit. Here. Yeah, no, I wasn't able to do that. But you know what I maybe could do? What did I just do? We're gonna cancel that. The first and least mathematic option you did was to just launch yourself into solar orbit, YOLO style, and adjust from there. Well, so I don't want to. The concern is fuel. What is that? Whoa, we made a really big orbit. Okay. I don't think that's what we want to do either. No concerns in YOLO, just the YOLO. Add maneuver. We can put notes in the subsequent orbit to change the path. Okay. So yellow is the goal? Yeah, yellow is the goal. What do all these mean again? Target. Great. Oh, target. I don't have a target option. We've got... We want to mess with radial, right? Maybe? No. Not radial. So we need Val to like match the hula hoop. Takes us full fuel if you can slingshot off the moon. All the bits will matter for a rendezvous. Slingshot off the moon. How do you slingshot off the moon? Yeah, but I thought you said that I shouldn't burn... I thought you said that I shouldn't burn... off-center. I'm just listening to your advice. I actually did change it a little bit. What did I drag? This one? Or this one? This one? I don't know how to fix it. Like, how do I undo these mistakes that I've made? Oh, I can't even do a little node with the moon to see where The moon slingshot is better because it's easier to gain momentum from the orbital object with less gravity. Yeah, and places your craft will be. Yeah, so I don't know how to plan heading direction, right? Which is this way. So, like, we need the moon to be, like, over there. Well, probably more like over here. Houston, you mean Kirsten. We have Yeet. Grow the opposite side of the orbit to go out to the moon's influence and then just wait. Yeah, JSOG, that's what I'm thinking too. But then all the channel points are moot. You have to try to rescue Jeb. That's the goal. Like, the goal is to try to rescue Jeb. Yeet mode engaged. Val is actually in the right spot right now. Val's in a good spot. What does rescue entail? Meeting up or full-on bring back? Yeah, we're trying to bring him back. That's what we're trying to do. And I'm trying to do it on low science. But Jeb ain't coming around for like 150 days. I don't think. Back to the space center. There's plenty of time to set up a moon slingshot. Yeah. We got plenty of time. I might work on another rocket in the meantime, though. I've come to the conclusion that we're not ready yet. Jeb brought a book. I hope Jeb brought a book. I hope so. Maybe some podcasts. Something for poor Jeb. He's gonna be out here a while. He's already been out here a while. But at this point, like right here, is 147 days. So I feel like we should set an alarm for like 130 days. That's what I think we should do. And Jeb is probably like, look, OMG, another star. Hope he brought more than one. I hope he brought, like anything. I want to create an alarm. Jeb. What did I say? 130 days? 130 days? Hi, Shinzo. Hi, Jetpack. We have 150 days to have fun before launching. Exactly. More like 130, but display an on-screen message. Yes. Add alarm. 100 and... Wait, is that 6 hours from now? Okay, so we have a while. The prediction might actually expire before we're even close to rescuing Jeb unless I time warp. In the meantime, we can build some ships, send some other Kerbals on funsies adventures, maybe get some science, and, etc. I hope you're all doing well today. I'm wondering if we should make a new rocket name. Because I feel like we've kind of advanced from the kerboom stage of rocketry. I got it. Kerblam Mark 1. Back to your lurk. Enjoy the lurk, Torrent. Instead of kerboom, we've now advanced to kerblam. Famous last words. I want to collect science and stuff. So what kind of rocket are we gonna build? Boop. Are we gonna build a wide rocket? Are we gonna build a tall rocket? Did we unlock fuel lines yet? I don't think we did. No, fuel lines are still like 90-ish science away. Yeah, we could work on getting to the moon and coming back for science and practice. That's my thought exactly. That's what we're gonna do. See how small we can make to get into orbit? If you open this, like, how does it open exactly? I guess it doesn't matter. Our Kerbal just seems to be able to get out. Diagonal rocket. Alright, let's see how small we can make this thing. So we're gonna need... probably like a service bay. That can be accessed by said Kerbal. So how's the rescue mission? For rescue mission going. Basically, Synexus, we've determined that we've got a little while. We've got a little while before the rescue mission can begin. So in the meantime, we're just gonna build new rockets. Also, Voodoo Lilium, hello, I don't think I said hi. Just sleepy! Alright, I'm disappearing. So does the Kerbal need to be able to get... Orbit only needs to be like 1115 Delta V. Don't know what that means. Science Buddy? Does our Kerbal have to be able to access Science Buddy? I think the answer to that is yes, right? Pretty much just got here. I am very, very, very... This one? Very sleepy. So I feel like I've forgotten to say hi to a lot of people. I've been getting good sleep and stuff, I'm just not fully awake yet. Not fully awake. So is Kerbal able to get in this thing, climb, and store? I think we can probably do that. Also, do I need 2 separate Kerbals? Need ladders? Not with the service bay in the way. Wait, let me open the thing that you gave me yesterday. So in this case, JSOG, do you send a pilot and a scientist? What is this? Well, whatever it was, I broke it. Oh, I see. Why do you do it like that? So, like, the decoupler attaches there instead of there. What's the difference? I'm trying to build an oops. I am trying to build an oops. If you decouple the heat shield, it won't help. But you're not decoupling the heat shield. If you do it like this, you still decouple and have the heat shield behind. Also is the how much thrust you need for the weight of the craft to achieve momentum. So I'm just basically asking what's the difference between that and that. Like attaching the decoupler directly right here, or like one space down like that. Size? It's the same weight? They're the same thing. Okay, so I like what you've done here, but I want to build it myself. What's the battery pack for? Also, what are the parachutes for? The battery's because there's no solar and this can go to the moon. Sure, but what do you do with a battery on the moon? Oh, you can't start the engine. Yeah, okay, well, I haven't done this where we, like, land a ship and turn it off and then turn it back on. Alright, so I like what you had going there. And I kind of used that for my design for my last ship. You did this. Then put this directly there. Battery just holds the charge to bring something to recharge as well. I don't think we have anything for that. The only thing I got electrically is just a battery pack. What are we listening to now? I can't even connect it the way that you had it. Oh wait, that's, yes, no, we're thinking decoupler. I always think this is the decoupler. Too big. The capsule you designed has a 200 electric charge, which is enough for a trip to Minmus, hitting several biomes. The extra SAS you added was so Bob doesn't clip into the Science Junior when he has EVAs? The extra SAS. Hello Mars, what's up? We're building a new rocket. I'm trying to figure out what JSOG's talking about. I don't have SAS, right? Need some clearance between the capsule and the Science Junior, or bad things happen. Oh, there is something else here. What is that? Small inline reaction wheel. saxophone. It's got the sax. A small inline reaction wheel. I don't think we have that. Literally there because the parts were limited and it was light. Fourth from top. The star. Yeah, I don't have that. But I do think I have something that will work. You like the sax? I just have the chill jazz playlist on, and so we are at the mercy of whatever this app thinks chill jazz is. I mean, could we just like stack decouplers? Because we can do like the, well, not a decoupler. I think I saw... Could we stack a bunch of small heat shields? How much do they weigh? They're pretty light. How about an experiment box? Yeah, I'm not making reaction wheels. I'm not worried about that. That does remind me that we have to turn that off. So I guess we were concerned with that. How about an experiment box? I don't think we need one because I'm kind of just going off of a design that JSOG sent the other day, yesterday, and it was pretty much something like this. With a thermometer and a barometer. And so the scientists can climb down to the research buddy. You can make... Oh. Oh. Now can we see how much it weighs? Oops. Now where can I get the info on the part? Whoops. Not that button. You want to recover the Science Junior as well, so we don't need additional heat shield just for the capsule. So the heat shield is because JSOG says, just trust me, you need some clearance between the capsule here and the Science Junior, or bad things happen. Source, have had bad things happen. So that's what the heat shields are there for. They're not actually for heat shielding. They're just... Well, they are for heat shielding, but they are for clearance. The gear shows the total mass. Yeah, but... 2.296. 2.346. So the mass is just entirely the ablator. Like, scratch that. Like 2/3 of it is the ablator. No structural fuselage. We have... We do, but it's really big. Like really, really, really big. And I don't have ladders. What's the cone? It's an adapter? for something? I'm not sure. It's also too big, yeah. I think the heat shield is the only thing that we've got that fits this space. Are you sure these mystery goos aren't gonna get wrecked? Because they do kind of hang over a little bit. They hang over the edge of the heat shield. How would you reverse the reaction wheel? I can only set it to pilot, normal, or SAS and then give it authority. I can't reverse it. Oh, control point reversed. It doesn't have realistic drag, so clipping is strange and ignored at times. Maybe I'll set it to SAS only. It's reversed, I guess. Oh, reaction wheel's disabled. Look at that. Okay, so there's our initial capsule thingy for, oops, going to the moon and whatnot. Oops. Science mode. Let's move this like a little closer. Nope, never mind. Let's leave it there. Hi, Alistair. Welcome back. Okie dokie. So from here, what I'm thinking is we should... I don't know. This is the landing engine. The Terrier liquid fuel engine. The 909 series has found its place in the spacecraft construction world, being particularly useful as a final stage and landing engine. So we do have to land it. How's the rescue mission going? Jeb's like 150 days away, so the rescue mission is on hiatus for like 130 days. So hopefully we're able to deal with that before the end of the stream. Otherwise, the prediction is going to just expire, and all the points will be returned. So we need some... I'm just thinking about how to build this. We need rockets so that we can get back to Kerbin, and oh yeah, can't forget the parachutes. We can use... JSOG had like double parachutes, so I'll add those too because I assume JSOG knows what he is doing. So we've got these so we can fall back to Kerbin safely. Hi, Stagehog! Stagehog, I don't have either of the pets with me right now. I don't have either. You can only do predictions for 0 points. Yeah, that's a bummer. Did JSOC have normal chutes or drogue chutes? He had the blue ones. Radial mount parachutes. You can save them until they get back. I will do my best to remember. You know, I might need to be reminded. But I don't. They're not in the room with me, and Slyntray shut the door and stuff. I guess I'm too loud. So that is for landing back on Kerbin. Then we need fuel tanks, so that way we can launch from wherever we're going. They do deserve all the pets, I agree. Is this enough fuel to get us home? I don't know. Did I ever ask him about the loose tea bag? Yes, Paw Prince, I did. He said that he brought the tea bag, so that way I could then put the tea bag into the tea. But then he was called onto a meeting and so forgot to bring. Oh, sorry. He brought me the tea bag so that he could bring me a mug of hot water, and that I could make the tea myself. And then got called into a meeting and forgot to bring the water. So that's how that happened. I'm like just a little worried this is not going to be enough fuel. So I'm adding a little extra. Because this is the return rocket. Let's go with that. So now we have a different option. The Reliant liquid fuel engine. The LVT series engines have proven themselves as comparatively reliable. The T30 model boasts a failure in rattly bits ratio below the 50% mark. This has been considered a major improvement over previous models by engineers and LVT enthusiasts. It's a massive 1.25. Rust? What is ACL? Of 205. Rust of 1.67. So this one is just better. But does it turn? How do I know if it turns? Tolerance 50 Gs, 4000 kPa. Whoops, isn't there? Yeah, there we go. Cargo parts. Drains evenly, respecting cross speed for priority. Okay, this one does have the gimbal. So this one doesn't turn, but it is a lighter engine piece. Which will probably be good for just like being in space. Gimbal / vectoring is turning. Yeah, I just... From the basic info, it doesn't actually tell you that it turns. So I think we want this one. So here's like a basic rocket for returning back to Kerbin. It feels weird. It feels weird, like it's... I don't know. It's a pretty tall lander. For a return rocket, you would go with a smaller engine. Well, the only options I have for smaller engines would be the solid fuel boosters. I could have less fuel attached. The smallest LV engine, this is it. This is it. But the Terrier doesn't turn. We do have radial decouplers, yeah. The action wheel turns you? I guess this is a kind of a small craft. Thrust rate ratio is 3.41 though. The goal of this rocket, Alistair, is to get to the moon. Is to get to the moon. So this is the return rocket. But then we also need to then land. And I've never landed something before, so we have a lander engine. Why not both? Yes, getting to the moon and back again. Yeah, all in one go. So we're just experimenting. Yes, why not both? But the amount of fuel that we need for landing rockets, I don't know. 45 fuel, 90 fuel. I feel like we don't need that much. I'm going to grab 3. Oh, but I need decouplers first. Three of those, so then I can also put on 3 of our Terrier landing rockets. Let's see if we can move them down any. They're no longer attached. Okay. The lowest it lets me place it is right there. You need at least 3 fuel. Well, we have this. We have 3 rockets with the second fuel container. Let's do both moons with a single rocket. You know I would try, Synexus. You know I would try, but I need science points, and so I'm actually trying to build something that will work, rather than just lulling, you know? Like LULing. I'm also okay to make a lulling rocket. That's a terrible word. I'm also willing to make a ridiculous rocket to attempt to make it to both moons and back. For funsies. Meant at least 3 fuel units. I am not sure what a unit of fuel is. This fuel tank right here has liquid fuel of 45. And so I put 3 90s on. $263 Delta V is not enough to land on the moon. Where do you see that? In your country, there is an island called Lowland. Anything with meters per second is a delta V measurement. The 263 in the bottom right. Blue number? Oh, here. Those engines give you a lot more in a vacuum. Just eyeball the fuel. What's the worst that could happen? Hi, Jovial. Yes, what's the worst that could happen? What about landing legs? How do we store those? They just sit here. I feel like that's not gonna work. I think we want to actually land on these. So, what I will... Well... Hi, Taco Ninja! Welcome in! Landing legs are a lot more aerodynamic than they look. They look like they're gonna get ripped off. The description is... Micro landing struts. Designed for space probes and lightweight landers, basically made of toothpicks. I don't have any sort of reference in mind for what a lightweight lander looks like. So I don't think that they fold, though. This is a cargo part that can be placed inside inventories. You can deploy and retract them by right-clicking. Oh! Deploy shielded. What does it mean to deploy shielded? That's super satisfying. Okay, well that solves my problem a little bit. Except they're still not lower than this rocket right here. Like, this rocket is still the lowest part. So I was trying to figure out how we can... Yeah, it doesn't like that either. Now it's broken. There. Yeah, that's what I just said, Jinzo-san. So we need to attach these. Well, you know, actually, if I used like a big fuel tank. You can't actually detach parts. We have to have them with a mile of air in between the rocket. I still think it's connected. Hi, Digital Adam! Yeah, add more boosters. So it's not so much more boosters. I'm just adding more, more fuel. It's just more fuel. I don't know how much these can support. Packed volume, 80 liters? 10 meter per second impact tolerance. How do I know what speed we're gonna land at? 447 meters per second? These will probably work though. Maybe I'll put on like extras just in case. That's not the right spot, is it? Delta V is looking better with more fuel. I'm really not sure how much we're gonna need, but that's what this is gonna be for. This is for trial and error. So we start those retracted. Also, don't forget to put the little cones on the top for aerodynamics. Should make the whole thing higher. Put them... Okay, put 2 tanks together, put them on the thing that shoots them off, remove the lower tank. But then, if we do that, we also lose the... If we do that, we also lose the engine. If you know what I mean, because if... Like, I see what you're saying. Like, put 2 tanks together, put a decoupler on it, and then once we run out of fuel, eject the tank, but then we lose the engine too. I want you to deploy... Okay, I gotta do it this way. Start extended. It is very hard for me to see where that's gonna be, but I think that's still a little bit too high. That's below it, but I'm also thinking that these are kind of... Can I put these on lower? Yes. Yes, I can. Start extended. Okay, there we go. That looks nice. And with that, we can lift these up even more. Boom! Hi, Grommy. These are the dinky engines, yes. Oh, yeah. Taco Ninja, we are using symmetry. I don't know that I can do symmetry mode to put all 6 of them on. I have 2 sets of... I got 2 sets. I see what you mean though. If I set it to this, is that what we want? Yeah, it still only puts 1 piece per... Yeah, it's only will put 1... I don't know. There's a chart of how much Delta V you need in KSP. I'm surprised the bot didn't... Actually, the bot said you can't post links, but it did not bop you. So according to this, we need 580 to land? Well, we have 440. So that's the stage for landing. Is it sea level on Kerbal? So it's different then. Decouple, no, engine back, and then decouple. We got this decoupling, and then these engines. Okay, so these are landing engines. Then we're going to set up some more decouplers. Oops. That's very close. Also, I can't see the decoupler that was placed. It covered it up. Where are we cruising to? The moon! The moon. 1, 2, 3. Plus that one. Should we put 4 of these on? Like, I feel like that should be okay. Because we're going down? Yeah, I think 3 is fine. The thrust to weight ratio to get home is 3.41. Yeah, that's on Firebot. I'll write it down. To investigate Firebot's whatever it's doing. How is Orange Kitty Kitty? He's doing better. He had a bit of a bloody nose this morning. Okay, noted. Noted on the to-do list. So yeah, he had a bit of a bloody nose this morning. He was grumpy at me when I tried to clean it, but I got it cleaned and he seems like he's feeling better. I also hate to see pets unwell. Enjoy your dinner time, Alistair. Hi, Buzzcat. Yeah, so he had a bloody nose, Buzzcat, because he got his sinuses flushed yesterday. Like a neti pot, but for cats at the vet. So these are moon landing rockets. Then we need rockets to get to other places. Big ones. Yeah, we need... Well, so launch rockets, but then I'm adding in probably a set of rockets that I don't necessarily need. But I'm doing it anyways because I do not trust myself to go the right direction the first time. So, like, these rockets are for navigating in space. Yeah, the space maneuver rockets. So we had the return rocket, the moon landing rocket, the space maneuvering rockets, and then the launch rockets. Jeb is still a moon, yes. He's still a moon for like another 130 days. 150 days. Do you guys think this is enough for space maneuvering? I don't know. Part of me is tempted to add more rockets. That looks highly explosive. They all look highly explosive. This also was not attached. Now it is attached. That's better. Depends on how good your piloting skills are. My piloting skills are not that good. Why do we want 3? To, you know, maneuver in space? This is the, like, animal song again. I don't like this one. Stop playing it. Although I might put them on different steps. Oops. We don't need that much thrust in space. Thrust is basically a reduction in burn time. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, JSOG, is that if I put the big launcher rockets on, that we're not going to have enough fuel to get out. Depends on what stages. This is... So we've got this one right here. Stage 2 is the return rocket. Stage 3 are landing rockets. And then 7 is space maneuver. The outer 3 tanks could have solid boosters on them. The one in the center core has 1,000 meters per second delta V. That's almost enough to do by itself and get back. Yeah, but that one doesn't have a gimbal. That was the Reliant engine. This is all very hard to put together in my mind. In general, the Reliant is your low atmosphere heavy lifter and swivels the maneuver rocket. Yeah, so that's why I'm putting the swivels on. Yeah, exactly, Shinzo. Okay, let's go with this. So, are you then saying that we should do like that? Wait, that's the same thing. Oh, wait, should we put the... I'm surprisingly, like, too groggy for for this right this second. I feel like so groggy. Rocket science hard. Yeah, so the Reliant is your low atmosphere heavy lifter, but it's not... Okay, wait. What about this thing? Max thrust 250. Max thrust in a vacuum? Oh, is ASL, I mean, sea level? At sea level. Oh, at sea level. And then in a vacuum. I just put that together. Made an educated guess. Whoa, so these have way more thrust than the Terriers. Reliant 205, 240. $168, $215. Rami, thank you for the hydration. The Terrier is super efficient. It is really efficient in a vacuum. You're right. Have a good one, District Puppy. Thanks for hanging out. So, we're going with just the Reliant despite not having a gimbal to get home, because theoretically, it's gonna be light enough that the pods can steer. Hey there, zombie spider. This is a very complicated rocket for a moon mission. Could launch a test flight to see how it handles. I don't know, is it that complicated? I feel like this is like the simplest rocket I built. The Reliants have a lower ISP, meaning they burn more fuel, not as efficient. ISP. Oops. What is ISP? An actual quote from the first Batman movie. They get less delta V for the fuel. Internet service provider. The Reliants have a lower ISP. Internet service provider. Specific impulse. Where do you see that value? Alright, so basically, let's talk about this again. We have got a rocket to go to the moon. That's what this is. So at the top here, we've got the parachutes, then we have a decoupler. Underneath our Science Junior, then we've got a Reliant rocket with a lot of fuel to get us home. Then we have 3 lander rockets right here to land on the moon. How are they gonna get back in the rocket? It was there under engine ISP. Oh. Yeah, I see. Specific impulse. There's a separate one at sea level and in a vacuum. So a lower number here means they're not as efficient. This one has a higher one. 310, 320, 265. Bigger number better. A propulsion system with a higher specific impulse uses the mass of the propellant more efficiently. So the Reliant uses the fuel more efficiently at sea level, but in a vacuum less efficiently. The Terrier is super inefficient at sea level, but really efficient in a vacuum. Yeah, it's the lander. So that's what we've got here. I've got 3 landers. The only reason why I use the big fuel tank is so that way that I could offset this a little bit so that these 4 jets were at the same height. Return stage, stage from moon to Kerbin, stage to land on the moon, stage from Kerbin to moon. Orbit stage and launch stage. So we have the launch stage, the orbit stage, Kerbin to moon, land on moon, launch from moon to return to Kerbin, and then, yeah, the landing stage on Kerbin. So this is step 2 would be stage from moon to Kerbin. Step 1 and 0 are the land on Kerbin stages. Then stage 4 is the moon landing. We've got some decoupling, an empty stage, and stage 7 and 8 are potential Kerbin to moon. And so this is currently what I'm stuck on, is like how much fuel do we need? Because in my experience, I've needed to burn a lot of fuel to get into orbit. To be fair, I've never gotten into orbit very efficiently, and I've also been using like really ridiculously big rockets. We could test it. We could test it, but then we still need launcher rockets, so we could just stuff some of these on there. So these are the Thumper solid fuel boosters. These ones are intended for... Oh no, you went in the wrong spot. Oh, there we go. These ones are the ones intended for launching off Kerbin. Then we have a... Did I forget a decoupler here? No. I'm not sure if I should do all 4 rockets together or not. You need about 3,500 Delta V to get into orbit. Generally, about 1,200 to get to the moon and circularize, and think 800 or so to land. Generally. Well, we're nowhere close to 3,500 Delta V. We have 900 Delta V to launch. Even if we combine these, that's only 700 Delta V. Efficiency improves with altitude and as weight is lost. If we only had bigger boosters. Should we add more? We could add more. You know, like... There you go. These are a little too low. Now they're a little too high. Whatever. Hello, Vin. How is the production of the latest movie, Saving Pilot Jeb, coming along? It's still in progress. More boosters equal more fun. Yeah, exactly. More boosters, more fun. Where did these 3 end up? Oh, stage 9. Yeah, all together. If I take them off... Wait a second. Our thrust to weight ratio is 2.75. If I add them in, it goes down. Dome solid fuel boosters have more efficient thrust to weight ratio when used in atmosphere, as long as you don't need throttle control. Thrust to weight ratio. Yeah, no, these are chonkers. They're at sea level. They have a thrust of 250, which is at sea level the most thrust of all available engines. But what's really interesting is when I only account for 4 of them, so like this inner engine and the 4 that I originally attached, the thrust to weight is 2.75. Our Delta V is 819. And then when I attach the other 4, the Delta V goes up, but thrust to weight goes down. Because ISP is different at different altitudes, the delta V numbers will change depending on what your DV readout is set for. That makes sense. You'll be burning some while others will be empty, but aren't we realistically burning them all at the same time? If I even put them, like, here, into their own thing, like, thrust to weight ratio makes sense, 0.9. Which, if I remember what you all were telling me, we needed to be over 1 in order to go up. So, okay, it's still over 1. I'm just interested in the fact that it goes down. It's like more power, but less power. The TWR is higher when they're separate because it's assuming you'll empty the tanks in the first stage. Oh, that makes sense. TX, you cannot control the rate of thrust on these. These are solid fuel boosters, so they just go brrr, literally. They just go. Once you start them, you cannot no, you can't. You can't. I'm like, oh, and here. I thought you meant in flight. I have no... Oh, look at that. It even changes the numbers here. Yeah, they'll burn longer. Should we do that, do you think? What if we set them to... So I definitely was saying that I was referring to while launching. Oh, did it do all of them? It did. What about the middle one? Mosaic Task Force, thank you for the 100 bits!
Man. Moon. Time.
Hey, I think you actually managed to make Russell sound kind of excited there. Thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon! I appreciate the support. TWR above 2 gets you going too quickly in the atmosphere, and so you lose too much energy to drag. 1.2 to 1.7 is a good suggestion. We're at 1.71. Let's try them all at 75. That puts us at 1.6, so that seems good. And so is it then assuming these stages, the thrust to weight ratio of 2.45, that this is at like maximum thrust? I don't know that I should limit their thrust, because we can just turn the rockets down. Rocket not very aerodynamic. That's the number at engine ignition. Thank you again, Mosaic Task Force. That was very sweet of you. Oh, I forgot to turn on auto struts. And it will increase as we burn fuel. Makes sense. Okay, we're still not super aerodynamic. We are still not super aerodynamic. Let's add in some more struts. I don't really know how many are needed, realistically. Or if they're even needed, but... you know, let's just do it anyway. I wonder if we can... I cannot clip one of these to the little heat shield bit. Not quite what I meant. I don't even know if these are needed realistically. This is probably the most efficient rocket I've built. There we go. Oh, but question, can we open the door if I do that? Kinda, sorta. I might remove just that one in particular. Oh, no. Okay. Can I attach these right here? Perhaps. I think if we're gonna do that though, it has to be more on the inside like that. And there. Okay. Maybe we should do that down here too. Just in case. So we're still not very aerodynamic. Adding fins higher up does not help. I guess we add more fins on the bottom. Whoa! It really bugs me when the fins aren't in the right spot. And then it also really bugs me when I use the move tool and it doesn't move it. It moves it in like really big intervals. Like if I do it, I can move it freely through all of this. We can hit C to turn off snap. Does that help with the tool? Okay, how about this? And it's got the struts and stuff. Close the doors. Oh, I almost forgot about the crew. So, available crew. Command pod. Bill is an engineer. Can an engineer fly? Can a scientist fly? Don't forget EVA packs. Don't they just wear them? It would be worth checking the balance of any stage that will use an atmosphere. How do you do that? Yeah, can Bill fly? Can Bob fly? Oh, so do we need a new pilot? Okay, we've hired Bart Lorf. Bart Lorf and Bob. Team B squared. You work with scientists? You've never seen one fly. Luckily, we can hire more pilots. Okay, so I'm just checking my stages now. I think we got everything staged. We've got a scientist. How do I know which one they went into? Oops. I tapped out of the game. I assume it's from top to bottom. Because that's how it was yesterday. It's just bigger explosions. Also, EVA packs? How do we add those? Inventory. They've got them. They've got whatever that is, a parachute and an EVA pack. You don't think the re-entry stage is going to be very controllable? Nope, I think it'll be okay. I mean, assuming that this is... Our center of mass is here, and this is the aerodynamics. I did not check it. Like on this stage, but it's gonna be a pain in the butt to remove the rockets, so I think it's gonna work. Was re-entering the atmosphere part of the planet? Yeah. It was. And what? I wonder if we can just... Can I put a strut like right on the edge there? It's clipping the heat shield, but it's stuck, so I think those struts count. Okay, thrust to weight went down, but that is because of all the struts I added. Step 1, put all Kerbers into space. Step 1. Okay, and hopefully we've limited all the rockets, including you. Sneaky one in the middle. Should we use these? Probably not. Okay, so this is Kerbal Mark 1, first of its kind. Our new model of rocket, including science juniors, properly planned for, and double pilots. So this little crew cabin thing that I built is actually J-Sog's design. He sent this to me yesterday. I rebuilt it myself. Ooh, I don't like this one right here. I rebuilt it myself. I mean to say, like, I did not use his design exactly. I used his design, but built it a separate time. Does this make sense? Are my words making sense today, chat? I'm not so certain. I really feel like that should work. I think because it's going through the mystery goo. Which button is snapping? See? Oh, I still have this selected. Here we go. Where did it go? What if we try from the bottom up? How did I just manage to make this work? I just did it. Okay, so I think what's happening here, like if you look really closely, when I set it, it's sort of clipping through the strut connector. I don't know how we... Oh, I guess we could also always just attach it like that, huh? Yeah, but then we got this one. Need to do this in singles. So I'm just have like a little bit of concern for my Kerbal's well-being after that time that my spacecraft was really wobbly and it was wiggling around like a Slim Jim. If you would expect if I rebuilt it, it would be blurple. Why am I going to strut across the separation stage boundary? Won't that cause an issue? No, because apparently they have exploding bolts in them, and so when I decouple a stage, all the struts attached to that stage go with it. But I'm mostly doing this so that way... It's probably fine. You know, I don't think we need these. Watch need it. Okay, Kerbal Mark 1. Yeah, like I was saying, so this was a blueprint that JSOG sent me, just as kind of an idea of what you can do. So this basically makes it so the scientist has very easy access to the Science Junior, because I was having a hard time understanding chat because I'm super visual. I'm a super visual person, so JSOG sent me the representation of what he was trying to say. If you store your science Kerbal here, they're able to open the door and like hit these meters and store the data in the Science Junior without having to move very far at all. Like apparently it's just all in reach, which is why I built it how I did. Kerbal Mark 1. I used a couple different parts because I don't have access to some of the parts in that model. So I used double heat shields here because apparently if you are attaching the capsule directly to the pod, the Science Junior pod, it's not good. Source, JSOG's had bad things happen before when attaching them directly. So just a double heat shield as a buffer. I've added in some struts because I really am like kind of scarred after that one time when we launched the rocket and it was super wiggly. You test, adjust, that way you get more explosions in your building phase. Bob gets out, his head clips into the Science Junior, and the ship begins accelerating. It's a bad time. Oh no. Okay, so we're gonna try launching it. But first, chat, I have to pee. I really gotta pee. Emphasis on the really. I gotta hit the bathroom. So just look at this glorious rocket for a couple minutes. Just look at it. We have double Kerbals in here. There's Bartloff and everything. So, yeah. It's a beaut. Okay, I'm gonna be right back, chat. Bathroom time, BRP. Whew. Got back and punched the microphone. Revert to Vab. You need to put the other... I already did put the other Kerbal in. I did. What? I thought I did. Never mind. Only... Oh, okay, so you see them both. Imagine seeing Jess panic with that on stream. Yeah, look at that. JSOG ruined a potential panic moment by sensibly teaching us some sensible things about flight. So I did... Okay. I did do this. Maybe I didn't save. You have legit gone to the moon only to realize you left Bob in the astronaut bar. You saw that KSP2 has a launch countdown and the Kerbal language is based on Spanish. Oh, really? Thanks for pointing that out, JSOG. I swear that I put Bob in there, but I guess I didn't save. Yeah, okay, now we see Bartloff and Bob. They look super similar. They could be brothers. Maybe they are. They have the same last name. Okay. So our goal for this flight is Moon. Set as target. Make sure we turn on SAS. What else? Is that it? We got our pilots, we turn on SAS, we march to the moon. I think we can just fly. Oh, we should have taken a... oh wait, we can't take a prediction because we're still working on the first prediction. Well, fine then. No prediction. Alright, chat, we're going for our first launch of the day. You took a nap while having the stream on and incorporated me into your dreams. Why not, Slip? I hope they were good dreams. It will be a glorious fireball from friction. Just maybe it will. Are we ready? We're hit and go. In 3, 2, 1. Hi, Gandalf. Go! Up, 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 and away! You dreamed you fell down some stairs behind me and people saw it on the stream. Yes, because I've got a big staircase right here behind me. Hopefully you were okay after your fall. Look, Bartlorf and Bob are clapping. They're so happy. They're so happy. Clap, clap, clap. Alright, we are going up. You hope I am well. I hope you're well too. I'm okay today. I'm just like, whoa! Yeah, that's exactly the way that I want to go. Thanks. Okay, but see, here's the problem. I can't steer this thing. It's backwards. Hi, Wasp. I do not have RCS, no. See, we're out of fuel already. And we're not in orbit. I might be flying inverted. No, Bartlorf is still in the top. It was just embarrassing, but it was just a dream. Maybe check the aerodynamics of stage 6. You expect stage 8 to get out of the atmosphere. So you didn't think to check the aerodynamics of stage 6. Yeah, but we didn't make it into the atmosphere. We're not close. I don't know. What am I supposed to do here? Like, tip up and... These are my landing rockets. I'm gonna turn these off. At Apsis, we burn prograde. Okay, we're going back down. That's alright. We didn't make it the first time we tried. But we can try to figure out how to use the Science Junior and like send our crew outside. So, correct me if I'm wrong, we send... Oh yeah, look, he pops out his head. We send Bob here, and we take a temperature reading. Let's pretend like it worked. How do I get Bob to collect that? How do I get Bob to go in here? Take data. Oh, there actually is some data here. Cool. Observe the goo. Sure. Take data. Collect? Removing the experiment data will render this module inoperable. But I don't want to take the data. Whoa! How do I put him back in? Uh-oh. Bob can restore inoperable science. Okay, I don't know how to put you back in. Bye! Oh yeah, B, that's right. Well... Oh no, poor Bob! I lost the spaceship! Bob's lost in space. Okay. So I'm gonna say that that didn't work out. Everybody's gone. Bob's having a nice time, I guess. Oh, well, he's making a frowny face. Hi, Jateron. Hi, Jykak. So, this is why we practice. This is why we practice. I don't really know how to reset. I think we're just gonna revert the flight. But there was some good data up there. That didn't work out. Now, why did we not make it into the atmosphere? My prograde burn was quite radial. Radial meaning sideways? RCS? What does RCS do? Have we had this before? Oh, we don't have RCS thrusters. We're sorry, Mrs. Bob. Your husband forgot the B button. I had a lot of air resistance. How do we reduce air resistance? On a rocket like this. Hi, George. You live! Slow down. Well, okay, if you want to slow down, then we gotta take it back to the shop. Less thrust. Okay. What's on the thrust down? I guess I could have done that there. The atmosphere has a speed limit. After that, we lose fuel to the drag. Okay. We broke the law. We went too fast. Maybe let's try 65 on these. Today I learned that there's a thrust limiter. Alright, so like all of these should now be set to 65. Our thrust to weight ratio is 1 point. Whoops. Undo. Undo again. You stinker. The undo button misbehaves, I'm telling you. Okay, save. George, Val is still in orbit. He's waiting 120 days for Jeb. Val death due to us being Bob. No, Val's still alive. She's in orbit. She's waiting for the alarm to go off so that way we can try to figure out how to rescue Jeb without the appropriate technology. So we learned that we can turn... oh no, I can't turn the thrust down here. Okay, so you have to do it in the VAP. But you can reduce the thrust, which I did not realize you could do, on these solid fuel boosters, so they don't burn as much as fast. So let me just check my notes. if I'm burning radial. So, JSOG, you were saying I was burning too much up, not enough sideways, is what you were saying. I'm becoming a rocket scientist so fast. I know. Look, I'm a pro. This is my true calling in life. The pilot from the last craft was doomed. Oh, the launch we just did? Okay, launch number 2. This time, less thrust on the bottom rockets. Mechanic we learned today. Are you ready for this, everyone? And hello, RaiderTube. We're going, because I forgot to count down. -5, -4, -3, 2, -1. Whoa. So slow. We did not rescue Jetwolfer. Hello. So slow. I feel like we're turning, but I don't think we are. I think it's just an optical illusion. No, we're definitely turning. Why are you turning? I can't. Oh yeah, that's right. These engines can't be turned off. Oh, SAS. I forgot SAS. Okay, well, we're going west. We still have a lot of air resistance. Why you blow up, though? Straight up going the wrong way. That is not what we want to do either. What are you guys doing up there? We want to go towards 90. Oh my gosh, it's inverted. What is AP? What he meant? Yeah, we want to take off east, not west. I know we went west. Let me revert it one more time. What is AP? No, we're flying the right way. Bartlorf the pilot is in the top. Oh, right. Apoapsis. No, that's not how you say that. Who's flying this thing? Bartlorf is flying. Because he's the pilot. He's got SAS. I just forgot to turn SAS off. And so we started going really hard to the left. Apoapsis. I'm controlling the rocket. So here's the thing. Solid fuel boosters, you cannot turn them. You can't steer with solid rockets. No, you're right, Mosaic Task Force. I just don't know how to say the word. I always say apoapsis, and then chat told me yesterday that's not how you say that. It's Oapsis. I don't know. So there's a difference here. Like, so we have reaction control wheels, but the reaction control wheels have nothing on this thing. It's insignificant. So I went the wrong way because I forgot to turn on SAS. So let's try again. It uses control wheels, but it uses it from the very beginning, which I assume probably makes a huge difference. But I can't just start steering mid-flight, like, oh, we're going too far that way. Like, I can't override that, really. Okay, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2... Hold on, I did forget to do something. Yep, set as target. I forgot to do that in the last flight, too. Go! This time with SAS on, hopefully we go the right way. The right way being east. Or up and not tilting. Why does it feel like we're going faster this time? It's the same amount of fuel and everything, but I feel like we're going quicker. Maybe it was just the angle of the camera. So at 10,000, we are still leaning a little bit. We start burning prograde. Let me check my notes again. Prograde is in towards the direction of orbit. Oh my gosh, we still have fuel? Why do they blow up? Like, for real? Okay, now we're going this way. Going this way. I'm telling it to burn prograde and it's trying real hard to go to the west. Jeb is trying to make you prograde. You mean Bob? I'm fighting the settings. I clicked pilot assist. So, it's gotta be Bartlarf who is flying. But so how are we supposed to use SAS then? We still didn't make it. Perhaps the boosters are not reusable, so they blow up to prevent them from falling on hapless citizens on the planet. Hi, Legion Breaker. Hi, Omareed. The pressure of the air. Okay, so this is not gonna happen. This is not gonna happen. Bloop, 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 bloop. No. No, JSOG, those were my burner engines. I don't. It's not great, actually. The next engines I have are lander engines. We could actually just ditch those. We only need a few hundred to make it to orbit. So how do I set this then? Like you so... Okay, if I turn on prograde... You told me I was fighting the settings. I also missed it. Which way's up? These flight control settings make no sense. Change from prograde to assist and burn on the blue side of prograde. You mean this? Of the nav ball? No, 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 no. Yeah, so this is great and all, but these are the landing rockets. Brown is towards the ground, blue is towards the sky. Hi, Zompak. Yes, I didn't actually know that. Blue is up, brown is ground. You shouldn't care about how high you are, but how high your AP is when you take off. So keep going even without the engines from the first stage. The Sky Slider. Fireball! Okay, I'm gonna revert one more time. I'm gonna revert because I just learned about up and down on the nav ball. And so that makes much more sense. Brown, ground, blue, sky. If you want to be able to see better in the dark, go to Settings, Graphics. Does it have to be the main menu settings? Oh, ambient light boost. 100%! Yeah, we've checked the Delta V of the ship. We've checked it. Did I apply? I don't know if I applied. I always feel like I applied, so probably not. Apply. Whoa, too bright. Let's do like 40%. Looks like another stage is going to be needed. I don't know just yet. As long as we can get into orbit with some fuel remaining from here. You like the nice calm music? We are listening to the chill jazz playlist. Way more viewer-friendly lighting. I have been complaining about the lighting for days, and only now did I learn that we can turn the lighting up. So thank you, Flamethrower. Time warp to morning. It's always nighttime. Alright, let's try again. Remember to turn on SAS. Okay, we have 2 pilots. Bart is in control. The steering is disabled on the other pod. Alright. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hi, Carbonfly. Fly from the map. Of course, launch during the night, the moon will be gone during the day. It goes to sleep, you know? Why do we always tilt towards the left? Like, I tried... You know what I think it is? It's like probably this one thing I've got here. It's off balance. Natural balance of my rocket, yeah. How was I supposed to know that's gonna be the left side? How do I get this to be the other way around? No, I tried to make sure the boosters were all in the same thrust. Okay, just ditch them. Whoa, 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 too far. It just does stuff. As soon as I launch them, they just... Okay, I am trying to point back at 90. No, no. 90! Mandatory spin! One extra strut on the eastern side, literally unplayable. Okay, we are going down now. So... start burning. You're still going down. Go up. We just passed AP. You think we need more stages? That was telling me that I had too many stages. I stopped thrusting for a minute mid-flight. Well, yeah, see, I was following TX's advice. That object in motion stay in motion. Newton was full of it. But I can't look at all this stuff at once! I can't read chat, and read the numbers, and read the map. It's two different screens, everyone. It's two different screens. Okay, emote only mode. Let's try again. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So... what... you said... look at AP. We need 55k, do we? I don't know. We want to be sure AP is above 70 before coasting. Yikes. I think we are going to need more rockets, is what I'm hearing. Don't shut off the engines too early and we're good. I also can't turn, but we're about to use our fuel. So ditch them, burn, turn on the thrusters. Why do we spin? Yeah, okay, just keep going though. Ah! Up, over, back, down, right, left. Okay, got it. Sort of. Oh, look, we're like out of fuel. These are my get to the moon. This is my get to the moon fuel. and we're only at 40. Hi, Vexing Raven! Not until we learn to orbit. I mean, what else can I do at this stage to increase our chances of success? Because I run out of big thruster fuel. And we run out of this fuel. Do I just need to put more fuel in my rocket? It's a matter of practice. I mean, if we could not do that spin at the beginning, that would be helpful. The spin I'm doing, yeah, okay, how can we stop spinning? That's probably the first question. Yeah, get more fuel. TX, I think because you're a VIP, you can still chat during emote-only mode. So I imagine what we want to do is drop the rockets, tilt ourselves in the right direction, and then very gently throttle. Hi, Rock Penguin! It would also be very lovely if you stopped going left. I swear, sometimes when we go, it tilts left harder than other times. Further outside the prograde icon you are in atmosphere, the harder it is to control. Gentle steering. Further outside the prograde icon. Oh my gosh, I forgot to turn on SAS. Well, that's why it's tilting so hard. Can we just... Is there a setting to leave SAS on all the time? Like, just a gameplay setting, SAS defaults to on. I'm gonna check. Hi there, Jason of Duty. Welcome in, hope you're well. There's no gameplay settings here. Oh yeah, there are. They're like right in front of my face. Camera wobble. No. Turn on SAS chat and then hit go. Talking's restored. JSOG. JSOG's doing the mod thing. Wielding that sword with power. Sword of power with power. Really glad I decided to go pee before... You know, before launching. I don't think we need all these struts. Based on how slowly we're launching... First off, I didn't realize that we could reduce the thrust of our rockets. We say, yeah, you're safe now. JSOG, I think JSOG just recognizes when I get overwhelmed and knows what to do. Would recommend rotating the rocket 180 degrees with QE in order to drift right instead of left. Oh, with QE. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Okay, so drop these. Now, very gently tilt this way. Too far, too hard, too hard. Okay, but then it... Okay. Alright. Mandatory roll. It's not a proper launch if we don't get a roll in. But... Okay. The answer is always more SRBs. It's hard enough to learn to fly. Most people to do it. Talking must be really hard. So it's not so bad. What the problem is when there's like 10 people all shouting instructions, you know, like shouting relatively. It's like trying to decipher what everyone is saying, consolidate that information, and then translate it into like on-screen UI. It's not the easiest thing. Hi, exotic joysticks. Well, you can also orbit in the opposite direction. We might need another stage, but I also want to see if we can, like, how close we can get, because all of my launches up to this point have been really inefficient. So I'm trying to have an efficient launch before we officially decide that we need another stage. Can't you change the way the rocket faces on launch? On the launch pad? I don't know. How you doing, Banana Bean? Welcome in. I get that, Ragnar. I get it. Everyone wants to see success happen, and everyone's got a way that they do it. Turn on SAS. Hit the spacebar. It's our favorite place to go. Yeah, I did not know that you could turn the rocket with these buttons. It's very slow, but if we can get this side right here, I probably should have turned it the other way. If we can get that side to face... Okay, well, now I'm confused because the nav ball turned. But we are actually going towards... No, we're going towards 315. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Let me retry again. Let me retry. Hi, Dragon of Frost, hello! Okay, so the heavy side is right there. So we want to turn heavy side, I think, with Q. What is this, like, little V thing? I don't believe that they're throttled differently than the others. That's my nose. Oh, really? So, like, now we're facing the right direction? Which button goes? Shift. Okay. Where did... This is a problem. I can't read this thing. I don't understand what the nav ball is saying. I'm pretty sure that's not my nose. The rocket's looking sweet. Thanks, Summer Reed. Yeah, we can better steer with the engines on. I was trying. I am just really terrified I'm gonna hit spacebar, so I have a momentary lapse in memory as to what button I need to be pressing. Yeah, we can throttle up now. You forgot to tell me something. How much further turn on SAS? Some people find it easier to comprehend if you imagine your rocket inside the ball with the nose of the rocket pointed at the V. Yeah, so... that has been my issue so far. Well, besides not knowing what the blue side and the brown side meant, I thought that this little diamond in the center was the nose of my plane. Rocket, I mean. So I thought that this little symbol, this little tiny diamond right there, was the nose of the rocket. It is, but you said the V is the nose of the rocket. The V thing is where you're pointing. My chat's being weird. Okay, there we go. The V is for lining up targets. Boop. Thanks, TX. If it was a big icon, you couldn't see under it. Yeah, sure, but okay, so you said the V is the nose, and now you're saying the dot's the nose. Make up your mind, chat. Today, FG played a kitchen chef thingy game and was slicing a tomato, calling it a potato, and he tried to tell her about the video? She didn't know it. What video? Boop. Boop. The dot is in the V. V is your horizon indicator? So... are we looking out at the horizon? Like, is this respectively like from the inside and out? Directly up. Boop. I like to think of it like a plane, but the plane point is up. The plane is point up, and the sides are the wings. This doesn't make any sense. The V icon thing represents the plane and the wings. Jason O'Duty, thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so I know that, JSOC. I've seen that happen plenty of times. I'm just gonna look it up. How to read a nav ball. Because none of these descriptions make any sense. Gold line at north, degrees up and down. Compass heading. Gold line runs from the zenith to the nadir? I've never heard of these two words before. On the 0-degree meridian. Don't worry if you don't know what that means. The 90 line is east. Okay, the numerical reading at the top is current speed, yes. And the spot you click to change nav ball. Well, there's a different nav ball mode? Oh, yeah, okay. This runs from 0 thrust to full. Oh. The altitude, it's called an altitude marker. The V. It's kind of like looking at your airplane from behind, which is the question that I was asking about, like, which way you're looking. You're looking at the airplane from behind, wings sticking out to the sides. It's always at the center of the ball, and the rest of the device moves around it. Okay, that makes much more sense. So yes, you are looking from behind. Okay, the prograde marker tells you which direction you're currently traveling, and the retrograde marker is the opposite of that marker. 180 degrees away. So, okay, it shows you where you're going, even though the nose of your ship might be pointed down or some other direction. This makes much more sense now! Thrusting toward the prograde marker will speed you up. Yes. Okay, but adding in the pink stuff doesn't really help. I feel like just reading Navball 101... Navball 101 should just be included in the game. Okay, sorry, I was tabbed out. I missed chat. How do you explain a Navball without using your hands gesturing, right? How do you explain something 3D and 2D? Your cockpit would be the capsule if it were a plane. So the line rotation indicator around the long axis of your rocket is the point. That doesn't make sense either. Are we trying to put the heavy side down? We're not trying to put the heavy side down. We're trying to figure out the nav ball. Because chat keeps yelling nav ball stuff at me and like nobody's making any sense. So I read a brief tutorial on at least how to interpret this. I didn't really read about the other stuff. Just fly towards the dot. But if you fly towards the dot, you're just always going... That's irrelevant, though. Because if you fly towards the dot, you're... That's directionless. To be honest, learning how the nav ball works is like 50% of learning Kerbal. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna try again now that I kind of understand what we're looking at here. Honestly, like I didn't really even notice the little V. I noticed it, but I didn't really notice it. I assumed the dot was the important part and was ignoring this bit. And so now I'm paying attention to it. We're gonna try again. Personally, you face the rocket east. To face it east, though, like, wouldn't you have to move your entire space station? Hi, H2O4S. Hi, Zakaluka. You never seen me playing this game. That's because I'm new. I've only started playing this week. Dot is pointing towards the direction you want to accelerate. Right. Once we start the 90-degree burn and see the prograde vector sliding over to meet you, it will click you think. Wait, which one's the prograde vector? A circle with the 3 lines. Where you're going. How is Kitty? Yeah, the drugs have worn off, and now he's back to being kind of grumpy. The green circle's where you launched. That's the marker for where you're going prograde. So prograde is like just relevant to like nothing in particular, just like where, if you keep going on your trajectory, nothing else considered, that's where you'll end up. Okay. I think I got you. Turn on SAS, so we shouldn't lean super hard to the left. We shouldn't lean too hard to the left. Slow is the important word. Thanks, Jason. The start seems mighty slow. Oof. No, let's just go up. Okay, so I'm trying to turn the rocket so that 90 is up. And we're still leaning west. What's up with that? So we even changed the direction of the rocket, and we're still going west. Changed the direction of the rocket, I mean we've turned it. Start? There we go. Taking a lot of concentration. Oh, yep. We already passed 70. Okay. We're still not going the right way. Okay, but we didn't even make it to AP. Oops, too far. We're still going up. Beep, 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 beep. Why you fight me? Nope, you're going the wrong way. This is taking so much concentration. It's crazy. Nope. Oh, I passed it. Dang it. Ow, no. Okay, I'm out of fuel now. The AP is the best. So what I'm trying to do is go up, hit AP, go sideways. This is like the hardest thing I've ever done. Yeah. Agreed. Is this my first time playing KSP? Yeah, it's my first playthrough. It's my first week playing. This is day 4 that I've streamed this. It takes practice. What does a shallower ascent mean? I add a maneuver at a point? Or is... No, we can do that. Turn sooner. Okay, I can't. How would you suggest that I turn the rocket with engines that don't turn? Okay, how would you suggest I turn the rocket with engines that don't turn without RCS? I do not have fins that turn.
Add more rockets.
Add more rockets. Hi there, Oscar. Thank you for 11 months. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the support. It's nice to see you. I do not have those unlocked. I also don't have more reaction wheels unlocked. Okay. I don't have fins with the turny bits. I do not have RCS engines. I do not have more reaction wheels. Why am I using SRBs in the first place? Because this is the one that chat says is to get out of the atmosphere rocket. And you can turn the rocket around on the pad before launching. Use at least one swivel engine in the first stage. Yeah, H2O. I've hit a point where I'm actually feeling really frustrated right now. How do you even turn this rocket? Like, which way's out? Did I play the tutorial? No. Okay. Time for a new rocket that's just for fun. No. Maybe. Well, I mean, we did pass break time during all that. We did pass break time. Going for an easier target would help with the tech to make it easier. Oh, what would you suggest? Did I collect all the science from orbit around Kerbal? No, because I'm not really sure what science there is to collect. You think even bigger? This is like double the max size. So why don't we do like one swivel in the middle? Also, I'm adding more fuel. Oops. Why are you not attaching to all the sides? What is this one? The swivel. We can make a rover in the plane hangar and drive around the Space Center buildings getting science. You recommend trying in-game tutorials? Never! Yeah, we also don't have rover parts. Was it just a smaller rocket? We don't have airplane parts, we also don't have rover parts. Yeah, we're planning on going to the moon. And returning, yes. Okay, let's do this. Let's take a break, chat. Let's take a break. I've hit my current limit. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go eat a snack because I think that I haven't eaten since breakfast, and I imagine that. Well, actually, I didn't really have a big breakfast at all. I'm probably kind of grumpy from a lack of food. Don't make Jess turn this game around. Yeah, I think I'm getting a little hangry.